many of you woke up this morning and said, I cannot wait to get naked in front of a stranger? Don't answer that, please. How many of you woke up and said, better yet, I can't wait to get naked and expose myself in front of my adult children, my son, my daughter, or even my grandchildren? What about my best friend or the neighbor that's coming over to help? I just can't wait to take off my clothes, to be completely vulnerable, and to be completely naked in front of this other human being that I'm not intimate with. How many of you truly woke up this morning and thought that? You didn't. But yet we expect our seniors to. One of the most frequent questions I get, one of the most frequent things that families come to me with, and my own staff comes to me with, is they don't want to shower. They don't want to take a bath. What am I doing? How do I make them? You have to change the scene. You have to be different. If you're walking in the door and you're saying, hey, Mr. So-and-so, you want to take a shower today? No. Nope. Nope. Not wanting to dangle my bits in front of anybody that I haven't at least bought dinner for. Come on, let's be real. This isn't the way we were raised. This isn't the way our society runs. This isn't the way, especially this generation, was raised. And yet we have this expectation that they're going to be okay with it just because they need assistance. Now let's think about why. Why doesn't someone want to shower as they age? Well, there's a lot of reasons. One of the big ones is, who wants to get cold and wet? Not many of us are into those polar plunges. Some of you are, gotcha, no disrespect intended. But not many of us really are excited about getting wet and cold. How many people own pools that they don't use because the reality is the thought of getting cold and wet just isn't as appealing as it should be, or it seems to be when you bought that pool and you put it in. And comes with it so many other issues. So there is that. I don't want to be wet. I don't want to get cold. It's uncomfortable. Where am I most likely to fall? In that wet shower. What's going to happen when I fall in that wet shower? Somebody's going to have to either help me up, and I'm now like a greased pig. I'm wet. I'm naked. And it's hard to pick me up. So there's a lot of slipping and sliding that goes on. Or you have to call the paramedics. And those guys may be good looking, but who wants to have a whole room filled with a bunch more strangers to see them naked? So these aren't things that are super appealing to our seniors, our aging, our people that need assistance in this avenue of life. It's just not what we wake up in the morning thinking, I can't wait to do. So how do we fix that? We have to change the scenario. We have to change the scene. You're not asking for one thing, because the answer to do I want to do something unpleasant is always going to be no. It's like a physical therapist saying, hey, would you like to do your exercises today to rehabilitate your knee? No, I don't want to do my exercises to rehabilitate my knee. It's going to hurt. So they don't say it that way. They say, okay, here's the exercises you need to do every day to rehabilitate your knee. Let me show you how to do them. And so there's an approach that you have to take. You also have to realize, especially if you're working with somebody with dementia and showers and bathing, that those rooms are typically very loud. So they really mess with sensory issues. Myself, I have some sensory issues, and one of them, a huge one for me, and for most adults that have ADD and most kids that do, is the repetitive noise of a vent fan. So if I was unable to communicate that because of a cognitive issue, it wouldn't make it less unappealing. It wouldn't make it less obnoxious to me. It would just mean that I'm not able to convey that and communicate that. So we have to think about those things. And it's one of the reasons why I tell families and I tell our aging population, Please write those things down. If I didn't tell someone I can't have a vent fan on in a restroom because it makes me super anxious, it makes me not okay, then no one would know that as I age and I need that assistance. So find out those things. See what it is that you can change. Is it the lighting in the room? Is it the temperature of the room? Is it sounds in the room? Is it the sheer fact of being exposed? And if so, use towels, use robes, use anything and everything to provide that person the self-worth and that they deserve, the self-preservation of themselves. You don't have to wash their private pieces unless they're totally incapable of doing so. Allow them the opportunity to do that. Give them the shower wand. Allow them to rinse things. So there are ways to get around this. There's many, many more, and I just ask you to continue to follow me for more tips and tricks along the way. We're doing our coffee breaks in the morning, and please bounce over to the website morethanheart.com and join that private community. I understand it comes with a little tiny expense, but join that private community where we are trying to engage in literally an online support group. But all of our videos and all of our training, even ones that have never made it out to the public eye, are located there, and everything that we continue to do. So come on over, visit us there. Can't wait for coffee tomorrow. Thanks.